Hello everybody, my name is Xaphan and welcome back to the Haunted PS1 demo disc of 2020. Today we're going to be playing A Place Forbidden. The Library of Ouroboros and its vast store of occult knowledge is finally within your reach. In the end, it was almost too easy to find. Let's see, let's play it. Let's see what was too easy. Because I am not too sure. Ooh. Settings. Oh no, that's too high a resolution for me. 4K only, boys. 4K only. Let's start this up. We're in a hidden library. The Library of Ouroboros. I'm finally here. It's almost anticlimactic to stand so easily within its walls after all those years of searching. If the rumors are true, the library contains knowledge beyond anything one might hope to find on Earth. Words of power. Occult learnings, enough to transcend death. It will be mine. All of it. Jesus Christ. I just need to know where to look. Books on philosophy, history, and a few stray encyclopedias. Not useful. Same. Yes, not useful, no. A few volumes stand out on math and physics, but the rest are from more obscure wings of science. Interesting, but not what I'm looking for. This section contains mostly horror novels. How droll! Novels, science fiction and fantasy, as well as a few stray romance novels. Huh. That'll probably be the book there. Biographies. I've heard of none of these people. Almanacs. Useless. Yes. Okay. Partial history of the library. The Library of Ouroboros wasn't so much built as it simply came to be. That much we've been able to glean from the early, murky tales about a certain endless structure rich in occult knowledge. The first tale was penned by an unnamed Gaelic mystic who compiled a variety of accounts from travelers complaining of strange dreams. Many of these travelers' accounts of the place were the same: endless hallways of strange materials, magic devices that seemed to give off light or sound without any visible source, but rarely were there many tangible details aside from these characteristics and the font of knowledge ringing the walls of the place. This, of course, changed in approximately 670, when the mystic was visited by a lone woman. She was reportedly wild-eyed, half-mad, and complaining of dreams much the same as her fellows. But she claimed that these dreams became reality briefly, and that she at one point even visited that bleak place. She claimed to run into a dark, amorphous figure with a score of glowing red eyes. This figure apparently spoke to her, promising her black knowledge should she only pledge herself to it. Though the mystic asked how this woman escaped such a place, the woman gave him no explanation. In fact, she spoke no further, withdrawing from the mystic's hut to begin her travelling anew. She was never seen or heard from again. This testimony is hardly a concrete example of the library's existence, but it certainly makes one wonder. If tales like this could exist from the earliest days of modern man, what other truths could lie buried deep in the past? Should one be willing to tunnel through the cobwebs of years to reach the ancient tales hidden beneath? One probably should. And here's another book. The Ministers of Doom, Act 3, Scene 2. Bernice enters, followed closely by the librarian. Bernice is breathless, looking both exasperated and slightly excited. The librarian's expression is unreadable, as per usual. Bernice: but my husband will find out about us. He won't stay out forever. Librarian: I wouldn't be so sure, my dear, but shall we return to the living room if we're to speak of such unpleasantness as your husband? Bernice's face breaks suddenly into a grin. She grabs the librarian's hand, taking him onto the couch beside her. Fine then. If you're to stay, I want to hear some of those secrets you keep talking about. You can't play me for the fool forever. I want your penis. Librarian, I would never claim to do such a thing, my dear. Would you care to hear how I can stop a human heart with but a word? Bernice, goodness, that sounds dangerous. Librarian, it most certainly is. Bernice, I wish to hear it. Librarian, then of course you shall. He leans close to Bernice, who closes her eyes as if expecting a kiss, but the librarian leans past her, whispering something in her ear. Bernice's eyes open wide. She gives a single jerk and a growl and goes limp, sliding off the couch. Librarian, yes, too curious for her own good she is. He stands, reaching in one of his pockets to withdraw a single black case containing Bernice's wedding ring. Taking a cursory look around the living room, the librarian eventually focuses on a single point on the opposite side. The librarian crosses the floor, leaves his item, and turns to leave. As he does so, the scene darkens, leaving only a single spotlight to illuminate the stage. It is fixed on the small black case, which the librarian has decided to leave sitting atop the minister's writing desk. Interesting story. On the Founder, they came to the domain, a blank canvas in the cosmos from places unknown and old as time. They have existed longer than man, longer than the sentient stones of Ur. Longer than the cosmic force that runs through all things. They have always been. They saw the ruin that cursed through the universe, the constant in and out flux of entropy. And with entropy went items of worth, and it was that worth they sought to salvage. Not things, ideas, thoughts, power intangible. Through the years they reached, for their powers were immense. Through eons they snatched up secrets, dark and light, but it wasn't long before all became too much, even for those ancient. The remaining pages have been torn out of this book. In their place is a single piece of lined paper with an untidy scroll standing upon it in red ink. The key to go further could have been deciphered from the last word in each of these books, but I tore them out. I couldn't let anyone else go any deeper. Sorry, but trust me, it's better this way. As you close the book, you make out a single word scratched, not written, into the inner cover. Your predecessor must have missed it, or else it was made after the note was placed. Telephone. Okay. That clock is creepy. This door is immobile. I can only imagine what strange arcane secrets lie behind its varnished surface. I just want to, like, explore a little bit. Ooh. Hello, Mr. Telephone. Okay. Okay, fair enough. Okay, back to this book. A transcript. I've been having these nightmares, Doctor. I'm alone, but I don't feel alone, not like I should. Rather, there's no one with me, but that's not to say there's nothing around. It's difficult to explain, but it is an uncomfortable feeling. Something drones low in the background all the while. I can hear snatches of whispers, but only just barely. Like something is conversing with me just out of my range of hearing, just as something is watching just out of my sight range. Everything's too still. It's wrong. I don't remember how I got there, and I can't... Oh, wait. Yeah. I don't remember how I got there, and I can't figure out how to leave. Everything is all hallways upon hallways, shelves of books that look like they've never been opened. Almost all of them are still, and yet I get a feeling like I mustn't open any of them. Whatever I do, there's a pull toward them. Of course, the sense that I will learn more than I could ever hope to on Earth. But there's a danger, a vague, creeping danger, the feeling that something is very, very interested in every move I make. Or, who or what it might be, I don't know. I don't know if it wants to bring me in or if it wants me to leave. How does it end? Well, as I mentioned, there's no real way to escape. Every place I go leads to more rooms. But eventually, after a time, I don't really hear them so much as feel them. Look no further, look no further, look no further. And then I wake, and every time I feel farther from this world. To be honest, Doctor, I hope it's all in my imagination. I hope I'm afflicted with some kind of mania, because a place like that can't exist, shouldn't exist, and if it does, then I can only hope that no one else would be so fortunate as to visit. Interesting. Why would I leave? I've only just arrived. Locked. Oh, god damn it. Okay, so telephone. There has to be a key somewhere on here. So that's locked, so yeah, there has to be a key behind here. Ooh, is that it? Welcome message from all our staff. Welcome, we're glad you're here. As we're sure you're aware, the Library of Ouroboros is located... I don't think this really... Yeah, but I think I got a key. No, I didn't. Alright. Oh no, the key's right there. Picked up copper key. Ooh. The book mentioned my name, a coincidence. Nothing more. Besides, it was mistaken. The library wasn't in England. I found it in Germany, in German city in Ulberg, sequestered away behind an ancient church. Such a small, unassuming front, as if by looking so plain it might hide from the rest of the world. Oh, that's creepy. Okay, so I need to find a code. Anything? Anything at all? Locked as well. Interesting. Hello, code, are you there? No. I am assuming the code is going to be in one of these books. Because it has to be in one of these books. Because if it's not, then, I mean, that's just... Oh, that's... You're an avid reader, aren't you, Bernard? You can't read these books, but don't fret. They'll pave your road to new knowledge. If you're stuck, think of yourself like a cataloger. Or a librarian. That has a nice ring to it, doesn't it? The case towards the window seems a good place to start as any. The case towards the window, so... What? A frigid scene, there was no fog outside earlier. Interesting. Okay, so... No, you don't. No. Over here? No. Interesting. Oh, what if... What if the code is outside? Maybe it's the number of books that are standing? 4, 6, 5, 3. Yep, 4, 6, 5, 3. God damn, yeah. Here's hoping the last of those locks. Yep, fucking probably will be. Oh dear God. Oh yeah. I can't remove the nails with my hands. Okay. It's this. Screwdriver. Which doesn't work, but apparently does. Wait a second. Wait a second, is this a tricky trick? I think this is a tricky trick. I think it's trying to trick me into a false sense of security. Yes, a book. Picked up, you'll regret what? Something is wrong. I need to leave now. Okay, are you going to activate my run? I need to leave now, says the man who should be... Something is scratching its way into my head. Oh, I see. Oh, I see. Oh! Oh, no!
Your mind is fragile.
Oh, God.
Tiny fissure here, a little force there. No more burnout. We could
Never open
make
again.
the shambling husk, make you walk these halls forever. But we see your curiosity,
Shit.
your potential. We have something more in mind for you. We think you'll like it.
I don't think so. Oh, hello. Thank you for visiting our library. Further development at Banzai Bonsai on itch.io and at Busted Keyboards on Twitter. Alright. Well, that was a Forbidden Place, or I think whatever it is. Yeah, so thank you everybody so much for watching. Remember, like, subscribe, comment, click the notification button, and I'll see all of you in the next video. Bye bye!